episode of the One More Thing Tech podcast. See, everybody thought I was gonna scream. I did a little turn around in my chair. But I didn't scream today, right? Not that I didn't want to scream. I just didn't want to scream, if that makes sense. Okay. So, welcome everybody. This is episode number 40 something. I'm assuming
45.
Yeah, this is episode number 45. We got some great topics today, as always. But, ladies and gentlemen, what am I about to ask you to do? Right? This is a rhetorical question. You got 3 seconds to answer in your head. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to, first and foremost, like this video right now, right? I know you don't know what content's in the video yet. I know it can be scary to, like the video while you're driving. It's okay. I trust you guys, right? Just like and subscribe real quick, and then we can get started with the episode. I'll finally let Adam talk. Have you guys liked and subscribed yet? All right, Adam, go ahead.
Please do. It's been a crazy week for tech. While I was looking through things, I was kind of putting off some of the topics, only because I thought there'd be something even better. And better in the sense of like non-crazy. And you know what? I didn't really find the non-crazy ones this week, and that's okay. Wait, I want to bring off something really, really quickly about the Super Bowl. Did you watch the Super Bowl by chance?
What's the Super Bowl? Of course I watched the Super Bowl. Okay, but I'm going to say I watched the Super Bowl. I watched some of the Super Bowl. I watched the first quarter where the Seahawks kicker had like 3 kicks, and he was having a game, right? The Seahawks kicker got robbed of the MVP, in my opinion.
Really, I thought for the longest time that was going to be the only way they were scoring in the entire game for the longest time. So I watched it, but I don't want to sound too unprofessional here, but it wasn't as entertaining as I thought it would be. I kind of thought that the Patriots would just do something in the first 3 quarters, and really, they did a lot of not much at all. It's like when you go through a construction zone, there's a lot of work being accomplished appearance-wise. That's the case. And then you're like, they work in that one spot for 24 days, and I see no progress. It's kind of like that for the Patriots. I saw a lot of maybe effort, but not a lot of winning. So there was a lot of that. I was rooting for the Seahawks, by the way. I'm not sure if you were or not, Quasi, but I thought you were.
Yeah, I was definitely rooting for the Seahawks, but here's the issue, right? There's this lineman named Will Campbell, right? And I've been watching Will Campbell since he played at LSU, right? He's a great offensive lineman, right? He got drafted to the Patriots. He said, I'm going to live and die to protect this quarterback. And if you watched the Super Bowl, you saw him dying on the field. It was really sad. He's one of my favorite offensive linemen, and he was just getting absolutely demolished. Granted, he's a rookie. He's in the Super Bowl as a rookie, going against one of the best defensive teams we've seen in a while. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you're getting beat every play, you just at least turn and scream to the quarterback, Drake May, run! You know what I mean? Like, Drake May was getting killed. I think they had like 7 sacks. 7 sacks is absolutely egregious. All right, it's the worst thing ever. So,
and then the same quarterback was really just still going the whole time. There was no backup being put in place. There was a point where I had to be honest. I just got my Steam Deck out and started playing that because I found that more entertaining sometimes than what I was watching. Okay, next question, Quasi. What was your favorite Super Bowl commercial?
So I have to remember when I said I watched the first quarter.
Yeah,
that was just about the only quarter I watched. Right, I went back and watched all the highlights. But here's what happened. I was at a friend's house, right, and my friend's dad's name is Steve, and Steve's a great guy, right? He cooked us a big, fantastic, fantabulous meal, right? I may have eaten too much. Maybe I ate something I wasn't supposed to. But, all of a sudden, I'm sitting on the stairs watching the Super Bowl, right? All of a sudden, I'm like, hey, The bed seems kind of comfortable. I'm gonna go keep watching the Super Bowl on my phone. I'm gonna get in the bed, right? I go upstairs and get into the bed, right? I'm still watching it. I'm hearing everybody reacting downstairs. Whoa, whoa, right? I look at my phone, right? I scroll Instagram Reels once, Adam. I scroll one reel, and all of a sudden I'm dead on the bed. It was crazy. Like I was just knocked out. So, I did wake up to the Bad Bunny halftime show, and
What are your thoughts?
my I didn't watch it. I rolled right back over, unfortunately.
Okay.
But my friend's mom was like, I woke up maybe 2 minutes into the halftime show, then another 2 minutes in, I hear her come upstairs because they started watching it on the upstairs TV because apparently she didn't want it on the downstairs TV. She's yelling at them. She's like, "Yeah, I just don't want this being played in my house." And it was like, I'm just not understanding why. Right? Granted, I'm half awake at the time, so I'm not fully hearing the arguments. But I think I heard something about it not being American, and it's just Puerto Rico's in America.
There was a lot of people talking about the halftime show, and there's a lot of people assuming different things are going to happen in the halftime show. I will say this. I did not expect it to be that good. Not saying Bad Bunny is not a good performer or an artist. It's not I'm saying at all. I thought there'd be a different approach to what they're going to do for the halftime show performance, more so than anything else. They made a pretty good performance. I didn't think it was bad at all. The only thing is, I'm not sure what he said because, I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, you don't speak Spanish, yeah. Doesn't your wife speak Spanish?
She definitely does. She knew exactly what he was saying, and she liked it, too. But I thought the performance was great. I didn't think there was anything bad with it whatsoever. The only thing is, I think if you were at the game, you really couldn't see much of it until you got on top of the truck and top of the building because it's kind of like grass was covering everything.
Yeah,
so
I heard
that was the only thing I would
had
say.
A lot of grass.
And the grass was people, by the way. Did you know that when they came out?
Oh, I did.
Like people
yeah, that's kind of cool.
And their entire job, once they were in place, is to do nothing. I don't get that. Like, was it just that people were carrying it out and they left? Because they didn't really show the setup of that whole entire performance. So I'm just curious to see how that was after the fact. But he said God bless America and a bunch of other countries and stuff too. I didn't think it was bad. I don't see why people are just going nuts over this. I don't get that. I mean, it doesn't have to be about America every single time. Actually, every other one was like an American performance,
Yeah.
So is it awful that we have this? I don't think so.
Granted,
the only thing
I didn't understand
a
single word.
That's the only thing that
like,
people can complain about. I know what he was saying, right?
It was a vibe. Like I was asleep and I was still vibing.
But the music and stuff was good. Good dance performance. I mean, I don't know.
I heard Lady Gaga.
I didn't think it was terrible. Yeah, and Ricky Martin. And I didn't know that was Ricky Martin, by the way, too. You look at that person, like, who is this? I know who that was. That was definitely him.
I have no clue.
Did you know this, Quasi? Fun fact to those who do not know this. Performers for the Super Bowl for the halftime shows do not get paid.
Yeah, I've known that for a while now.
For those who do not know that, actually in this performance, Bad Bunny paid Lady Gaga for her performance and also Ricky Martin as well. So out of his own money. Now, they say, wow, and they get paid. It's a huge performance. I get that. Well, the NFL pays for the production of the actual halftime show. All the, the props, the stage, everything like that. They pay for all that. But the exposure you get as an artist. Now, Quasi, at this point, everybody should know who Bad Bunny is, right? I mean, everybody at this point. So that's what they get more of than anything else. So, not a bad trade-off, I don't think, at all. I think it's pretty good. Anyway, let us know in the comments.
This whole time?
No.
Okay, because I just saw the red light on my mic, and then I tapped it, and then it turned green, and I was like, it's definitely supposed to be green. And then I tapped it again, and it turned back red, and then I was tapping the okay, so I just... Am I using the right microphone? Oh, I'm not. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so just not using the right microphone at all. But we fixed that expeditiously.
Okay. There you go. All right. should we dive into some actual tech news, Quasey? Super Bowl, okay. Let us know in the comments what you think, guys thought. Did your team win that you wanted to win? Was there any things you didn't like? And, oh yeah, I mentioned the best ad for Super Bowl. I didn't like most of them. They're kind of like, eh. One, to me, was actually pretty funny, and it was the Bud Light commercial where they're going down the hill and just falling down the hill to race to get the keg of beer. I'm not saying I'm trying to promote beer here. What I'm trying to say is the performance that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, and it was pretty good. A lot of people could have been hurt there, and they weren't, so that's a good thing. That was the only one that was really good, though.
Hey.
I mean, there were some ones that were, like, heartwarming, but that's it.
Tiny bit unrelated. Did you know that the Winter Olympics are going on right now?
Yeah.
Have
I don't know why it's the same time as Super Bowl. And I want to. I'm not opposed to it. I mean, it's kind of more like, you know, the best performers of, like, countries come to do athletes do stuff that they're doing. All I remember seeing is, like, there was a clip about South Korea doing that. I'm not sure what it's called, guys. You have to correct me if I'm wrong. It's where you push this, like, block of metal with a handle with, like, a broomstick on the other side, and you stop at a certain spot, like darts, but not darts, you know?
I think I know
That's
what you're
called
talking
something.
about.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. It's just funny to me how I think the most effort done with that entire sport is the person with the broom. The person pushing it just, like, has this very dramatic push, and then the rest of the effort's done with the other person. I think it's very funny. Like, if you want the easiest job on earth, it's pushing that little block
It's called
of metal.
curling.
Curling, that's the one. I don't see how the person pushing is putting much more than 5% effort into the whole entire sport. I'm not saying they're not doing something good.
So.
I say I'm not either. Well, I'll say it's the person with that little broom ahead of it to make it stop. They're putting, like, extreme effort. Like, that person can make mac and cheese really well because their way they can move that broom so fast. I don't know. I don't get it. It's just, to me, it's not a bad sport. It's just, I find it interesting to say the least.
Okay.
Speaking of that, go ahead.
One last thing. Did you know that the U.S. is currently in 5th place?
With just overall?
Yeah, with medal count. I just, I'm not happy about it is what I'm trying to say.
There is a lot of countries,
is in first place. It's not like we're losing to China, who's constantly competing with us in the Summer Olympics. But we're losing to Italy, to Norway, to some other countries. I think Germany's up there. Not that I've been watching.
Catch up. I want to watch the badminton one, if there is one. People do not understand how much of a...
It's there.
It's not?
In the Winter Olympics? That's definitely a Summer Olympic sport.
Is it? Okay. Well, they can play that inside, right?
Yeah, but, like, the Winter Olympics is not about being inside. It's about snow and ice and other things like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of all that, let's get into some tech, Quasey.
Yeah, finally.
We should probably do that. Any case, Discord is doing a thing, Quasey. I'm not sure if you're reading about Discord, but they are launching where accounts are teamed by default. What's that mean? That means that they're going to have age verification on Discord platform where you have to have your ID and a picture of you to make sure that you're not 18. And they're doing this because there are Discord servers and gaming servers and a bunch of other things that it's not necessarily safe for teens. And this is a wide range of different things where it just could be like it could be a gaming community that's not necessarily bad, but to a teen it's not safe for them, right? There's a lot of language or whatever. So this is their way of combating that to make sure that they are who they say they are, right? Because they don't want some kid that shouldn't be in a certain server, right? So I'm not saying that there's a big issue overall with this. What I'm more saying is they're doing something to prevent issues in the future. So they made this whole entire article about this that we're going to list, and they're just making sure that people who use the platform are actually of age for certain servers. Now, all that being said, there is a overwhelming amount of people upset about this because they don't want to give Discord their information, their ID, and all this other stuff to make sure that they're verifying that they are who they are, right? And there was a lot of pushback. I mean, a lot of pushback, and people are going absolutely nuts online about this. I mean, there are forum posts, topics, articles that are just dissing Discord badly about this. I don't know why it's that necessary to do that. They're just trying to help people and make sure people are safe. But officially, Discord is backtracking a little bit on this. Kind of, right? So Knife Mac posted that most users don't access adult-related content. So they won't need to do anything differently. So this is more if you have server access to some that are adult content. Now, I'm not saying not safe for work content. I'm more saying like it could be a community about sensitive topics that teens shouldn't hear, right? It could just be a community of like political stuff that teens shouldn't be going to. It's just kind of stuff like that people are going to. But if you don't have any of those server access, then you shouldn't have to verify, which is a good thing. Some adults will get a pass on the age verification thanks to Discord's age prediction method. So what they're saying is with this process in place, you may be opted out of this process. So it looks like they're going to do some things so you don't have to do this anyway, which is good. People are going nuts over this. I want to make sure people are aware of this. So if you go on a server and all of a sudden you access this server, it does not mean that server like kicked you or whatever. It just means that you have to do this age verification if you're part of that group. I'll have to say, Quincy, what are your thoughts about this?
Okay, so obviously, we've seen people be taken advantage of in places like Discord servers, right? Some kids go there and they start talking to people, and then they meet up with these people in real life, and then bad things happen, right? Not saying that this is going to completely wipe that out, but it definitely will do things to prevent it, as well as kids, like Adam said, teenagers and stuff that go on that may be getting into some, more sensitive topics online and some sensitive communities. What's it called in Discord? It's not, is it communities? It's servers. Some more sensitive servers. That it could be an issue, right? Maybe parents don't want their kids seeing that yet. Okay, now they have to, yes, it's a bit of a nuisance that you have to verify. But if you're of age, it shouldn't be an issue. You know what I mean? Like, it's maybe
it's once.
A 3-minute process, and you shouldn't have to do it again. Now, as far as the age prediction model goes, I'm not sure if they're going to use, like, how old you talk. Like, if you speak in Old English, maybe you'll get the pass, but I just, maybe they're also looking at the length. Yeah. Maybe they're also looking at the length of time that your Discord account has been active. But, all in all, I think that this is maybe not great, but this is a good place to start for making Discord a safer place, especially since, the demographic is anywhere from, age 13 to 60, I guess. So it just makes it a safer place.
I also wonder if the age verification system that they're going to do goes off of when you registered your account, because they definitely ask for your birthday. So yeah. I wonder if it's like...
But you can also just lie on that.
You could. I'm not sure people are doing that as much in Discord, right? Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I don't know exactly.
I think I definitely lied when I was younger on that. I might have to go back.
I just remember when Discord became a thing, and like TeamSpeak, which is like a huge thing for gaming voice chat, it just died because Discord was free and TeamSpeak was like $20 a month, or if not more. So like, it's changed everything. And Discord's not just for gaming, right? There's communities that use it, schools use it. What's so nice is like when you see like a game, or you see a plug-in for whatever it might be for a website or whatever, use Discord server for community-based or support-based platform, or even announcements. I love that. Like, I love seeing that there's a Discord server for whatever game I play, so I can go on, chat with people, meet people, play with people. And it's just so fun. Like, Discord is I use it very heavily, and I love Discord. They're not even a plug with this. I just, I'm not upset that this is happening at all. I mean, this is a way to keep people safe.
We do have a Discord server, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't you go ahead and join that right now?
We do.
It's linked in the description of the video if you're watching on YouTube. It's also in the show notes if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever else we're on. I just don't know all the things we're on, but it's in the show notes. So join the Discord. Free. You don't have to be age verified either. We don't post any not safe for work content or have any sensitive topics unless you find Apple being better than Samsung sensitive, which I guess that's you, man. That's all you.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have that, and it's free just from now until forever, so feel free to join whenever you like.
Yeah, limited time offer from now until forever.
But yeah, just be aware this is happening. They're making adjustments so people aren't going absolutely crazy with it. And I've not got a prompt to verify anything, so I might be excluded from it. I'm not sure Quasi will either. So we'll see how it kind of goes. But just making people aware of this situation so they're not completely just blindsided when it happens. Okay. Quasi. Let's go to the next topic. I'm excited for this one.
Hold on, I got a burp and it's like really bad. It's about to come out. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever opened your phone, said Siri XYZ, and Siri gives you the most brain dead answer that you've ever received in your entire life?
If you get one at all.
Let me give you an example. Yesterday, I said, cancel my 5:30 timer, right? Now, a smart AI would be like, there's no 5:30 timer, but there is a 5:30 alarm. Why didn't I cancel this for him? No, you know what Siri told me? She said, I'm sorry, there is no 5:30 timer. It was just like, okay. I had to ask her, cancel my 5:30 alarm. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because it was very annoying, right? It got on my nerves a little bit. And so I was very happy when I read this article that according to Mac Rumors, wait, I lied. It's not according to Mac Rumors. This is just what I have up. According to Tom'sGuide.com, Apple is finally rolling out Siri 2.0. By the time you see it, it will be in about a week, right? So, as you know, Adam, I'm a developer beta user. I'm pretty sure. Are you just a public beta user or a developer beta user?
I'm right now both, a normal user. Oh, okay. I not that I'm scared of it. That's not what I'm saying.
Well, I'm terrified.
But I might go back on it just for this exact feature. This is exciting. Quasi. This means that the Gemini version of Siri might come. Well, not might. It is coming.
Do you know why this is so great, Adam?
Let's hear it, Quasi.
Did you know that I've already given Gemini access to like 90% of my life? Because everybody uses Google with everything, right? It asked me one day and said, hey, can I use your personal intelligence features to make your experience better? I will be sending all of your information to Google, though. I said, hey, don't send my information to Google, but feel free to use all my information to make my experience as seamless as possible, right? Gemini knows when I have a wedding coming up, right? I've never been invited to a wedding before. Right, but I have a wedding coming up. It's awesome.
Quasi, you should clarify that
I'm not getting married, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to a wedding. I'm going to a wedding. Right? My first ever wedding. Right, Gemini saw it. It was like, hey, do you want me to help you find an outfit? I said, yo, this is cool, but that's not what I came here for today, right? I came here to get help with my homework.
Are you in the wedding as a the best man?
I will be in the back.
Okay,
taking photos from my phone like a normal person.
Okay.
I heard there's a cash bar, but I'm not old enough to drink, so I will be just sitting. I'll be sitting at the bar waiting for any attractive lady. Let me stop. No,
you could go to the bar and ask for water on the rocks.
Oh yeah. They'll love that. Give me some iced water. Yeah, no. So Gemini already has all these personal intelligence features, and I look at Gemini every day, and I ask myself, why can't Siri be just like this? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out she can, or maybe your Siri's a he.
Will.
He can.
She
right?
will.
Yeah, it's so awesome. It's coming to us to the developer beta by the time you see this next week, right? So Adam,
So
go ahead.
I just have a question. We haven't got this clarification yet from what we've seen from Apple, Google, or ChatGPT. Is this going to be in addition to ChatGPT? Back up. Addition to ChatGPT integrations, or are they going to swap LMS?
I think that you know how right now Siri will ask, "Do you want me to ask ChatGPT for that?" I think that part's gonna be skipped, or I mean, gonna change. But also, I think that there might be an option in the thing for you to either use the new Gemini one, or what's it called? You ask Siri to ask ChatGPT, which just it doesn't even work. You know what really gets on my nerves, Adam? Sometimes she'll ask me, "Would you like me to ask ChatGPT about this?" Right? And I'll say, "Fine, go ahead." Right? Mind you, this is the first time she's asked me this all day, right? And then guess what Siri will tell me? You've used up your free ChatGPT for today. Okay, let me ask you a question, Siri. How on God's green earth did I manage to use up my ChatGPT when I haven't used it? Mind you, it's not like maybe I was on the app today, right? So maybe I texted ChatGPT, got some answers. No, I haven't been using ChatGPT. So how am I already? How am I past my free limit for the day? It just doesn't make sense. I haven't asked you to ask ChatGPT yet. Wow, I'm getting upset.
Whoa. We have to. Let's back up a second here. How does the Siri ChatGPT integration know your account with ChatGPT?
I gave it
Like, I've
in
never been
settings.
prompted with Siri to tie my account with ChatGPT into Apple. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's in the settings. I just, I think if you go to like Apple Intelligence and Siri, and then there should
Really?
be a thing at the bottom that says extensions.
So if you've not done this, which I've not, and you just use ChatGPT with Siri, how's it going to limit you? Is it
Not
like,
sure, but it's
well, these are
it's
good
quite
questions. We should figure that out because maybe I won't tie it to it because, well, there's another topic later on about ChatGPT we're going to talk about, but I don't think I
I'm
will
sure
tie
it
it
still
because,
knows. Like how many times
how?
you've used it in a day.
Well, no, it might, but it looks like that's because you tied your account to it, which has limits, right? Unless you're paying for it. So if you're
I'm
paying
not
for
paying
it, I
for
completely get
ChatGPT.
tying to it. Huh?
I'm not paying for ChatGPT. It just
See, I'm
doesn't
not
make
either.
sense when I have Gemini, right? It just
You get Gemini.
not the
Just
greatest
as a quick
investment.
little topic, if you've never tried Gemini, which you definitely have used with Google search, I'm just saying in general, it is really good at what it does. I think it's still the best one out there, and it's completely free. Now, there's paid versions of it, which I'm paying for, and so is Quasi, but it's so good. I don't know. I think it's better than doing a Google search, right, in general. I know we
I
talked about it in the
mean,
past.
sometimes it depends on what you're looking
Oh, it's pretty good. The reason why is because I can get very specific. If I ask Google right now, like, what aisle do I go to in Walmart for this item, right? In this
for. Just
store.
open the Walmart app.
Oh, do you want me to tell you why, Quasi?
Why?
Useless is what that is.
Okay.
Oh, it's in a 24B2.
That's
There's no
not
B2
hard
anywhere.
to find at all. I just don't.
No,
Yes,
no. It's
so you gotta
it's
understand.
awful.
I think I know what you're talking about. Those little things. When you go into the aisle, you look at the shelves, and sometimes there's like a thing sticking out that will say like A1, A2.
I've never.
I think
You need
I
to take
think
a
we need
picture
to
of
plan
this.
a Walmart trip.
Yeah, because I've never
I'll show
seen
you how
that
to use the app and
ever.
everything.
And not only that, heaven forbid that you have an item in an end cap or by registers, which has no aisle number tag rate. Like the people at Walmart might know, but I've asked people that work at Walmart, hey, where's this at? And like, good luck. That's what I get. I no, that is awful.
Good
and
luck.
here's they didn't know where it was.
That's kind of crazy.
It's terrible. It's awful. But here's the worst part about it. If you want to know if it's in stock or not, also, good luck. You have a better chance of finding 17 petal 4-leaf clovers. Because I'm telling you, their stock quantities.
A little bit.
No, I'm not. Quasey, you can never, nor can Walmart, tell you how many they have in stock of one item. You know why there's so much theft? Because here's the thing. When someone steals, it doesn't quite remove it from quantity on hand. That's the first thing. Secondly, I don't think that when they ring it up, it's like real time almost. Because like, what if they have 4 of this item, and I go there, and now they have 0? Or this. How could they possibly know that people have in their cart, and it's just not at the register yet? You know, like there's that issue too. So I'm saying they're like, their quantity on hand, what they have in stock is not always accurate. It just isn't. And they mix it too much into like the Walmart.com e-commerce platform, which is not the store. I said in-store only, and they still show shipped items. I don't understand. Walmart makes money, like lots of money. And they have not really mastered any category of what they offer. Their stores, people constantly complain about. Apple Pay's still not there. They refuse to do Apple Pay and NFC payments. And then they don't have an overall, like, people aren't saying, I cannot wait to go to Walmart today. Because it's just, they could do better in every category. People that work there can't stand the environment. People that go shop there, when you finally know where things are, they move it around. Right? Like, why?
Speaking of which, did you know that the Walmart here by our area just what did they do? The other day I was walking through with my friends.
Which one?
The one up on the closer one. Whichever one's closest to us right now.
By Kohl's, right?
Yeah, by Kohl's and Culver's and McDonald's and all that stuff. Did you know that they just took out dang near all the self-service options?
Yes.
Just to put in, they put in 28 cashiers, right?
And
guess how many people were? Yes! Oh my goodness! Why?
Okay, answer that before you even.
Why?
Sense.
There were literally 2 open. Adam, you don't understand. Big old line, 2 open. Why did you get rid of
28 to 30 registers?
Right.
Right.
But like, there's so many registers and nobody's standing there. It just upset me to the point of like, I'm not going back for a while.
There are more cashiers at Dollar General than there is at Walmart working.
That's what it seems like. And
why?
Everybody knows they have like 1 cashier in the entirety of Dollar Store.
Now, there is some insight I have with this. Walmart has this issue with employees sometimes where they say, guess who's not coming in today? This one. So they don't come in and like they don't have the right amount of people for like that job. And here's the thing, like Walmart is not like, if you're a stalker at Walmart, like person that loads the shelves, not someone stalking somebody, they don't just go do the cashier if they're not there, right? They don't usually like cross train with other people. So there's that.
I just don't think you need much training
for
either of those.
I also can pretty much guarantee you that like there's never a time when I've ever seen Walmart ever have all the cashiers in every register. Like even like Christmas time, Black Friday, all these are huge times when they're gonna be busy. It's like maybe 5 or 6 open, maybe 10 at most, but not 32. But okay, the reason why they brought back the non-self-checkout is they found that people were stealing.
Yeah,
and not,
I get that. That's understandable. I can.
That makes complete sense. But here's the thing: we never asked to completely remove all the cashier checkouts. Self-checkout is okay to have in addition to that if you maybe have some items you just want to get through fast. I get that, but don't make it just that.
Yeah,
and have only one person,
there's like six now, six self
Yeah,
checkout areas.
but this is the issue. They have like 17 self checkouts, right? And one person, only one person managing all of them. So
Yeah,
you have like call the attendant person coming, right? And then from there, you have to wait about half an hour, and your milk is now yogurt because you had to
okay,
wait for this person to help
but
other people.
here's the thing: I'd rather wait for call attendant than wait in a line of 18 people because there's only two people stocking, or not
But
stocking, only two people scanning groceries.
but here's the thing. Did you ever wait in line for the self checkout, which I had to do consistently all the
It
time?
was vastly, like, just so much faster.
Nah, for me it wasn't. You know
I
why?
promise you it is, because there's like
Here's the
18
reason why
of
it's
them.
not faster. Because the person in front of me is always a person with like difficulty self checking out. Either it could be like some old grandma from that just learned that there was a computer last week that has to figure out how to use a computer at self checkout, and they would try to find the barcode and they couldn't find the barcode, or it wouldn't scan properly, it would be the wrong price, or just like that. Everybody that has those issues was always in front of me. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, my milk is no longer giving me milk. I had to go get another milk, which I could have done in the time I waited for this to open up. And then here we go. I scanned something, and there are items you scan that require the cashier to verify your age that I don't understand to this day. Like what did I
Scan
get
one
the
of
other
those
day? It wasn't even alcohol that I got. What was it? Cough drops. That's what it was. Now I
items.
get people can use that for bad stuff. I didn't buy 30 of them. I bought one pack, right? And I remember getting like laundry soap was another one that they had to verify my age. I'm like, this isn't Tide Pod eating time. Like, I wasn't doing that at all. Like, I don't get it. So anyway, I think there's that, and I don't know. Walmart is so successful, and the places that's all you have for an option. But like here, I like there's a Meijer here. There's Jewel and like, why are you going there?
So Jewel is the
I don't
most
know.
expensive store you'll ever shop at.
No, the place in California you mentioned is more expensive,
Yeah,
right?
okay. But in Illinois, the most
Okay.
expensive place you can shop at is Jewel Osco. And yet the other day I went there over Walmart purely based on the fact that I knew I could go to self checkout and not wait for an entire baby to be born.
Yeah,
You
they
know
had
what I
like four, and it's surprisingly effective.
mean? Yeah.
Have you tried their orange juice at Jewel? Like they're branded, like they make
I
it
have
there.
not. Is it
Today
good?
you have to do that. It's the best orange juice you've ever had in your entire life, no question. Your mom can make it in front of you, and it's not as good as this. It's that
Okay.
good, trust me.
Well,
It
I
is.
will.
It's
I'll
not
try
like
to head
not
over there
not the
today.
Tropicana. That's okay, but it's usually by the self checkout. It's in just a clear plastic container, single serve kind of thing, and like a half gallon and a gallon, I think it is. And make sure you get just the orange juice because they have like a mixture of like pineapple juice and stuff. Don't do that. It's okay, not as good though. Trust me, everybody. Trust me. If you have a Jewel anywhere near you, get their orange juice. It will make your day wonderful, wonderful. Like you'll ace your
Okay.
test after having that. It's that good. It's so good. And it's just orange juice. There's nothing else added to it. There's no sugar. There's no like beeswax from Argentina. It's just orange
Why
juice.
would you want that in your orange juice anyway?
No one does. I'm just saying they don't put it in there. It's just a guarantee it's not going to be in there.
Oh,
Just so
okay.
you know. Yeah, it's really good. Really good stuff. Actually, it's amazing. It's probably the best orange juice ever created. Like,
All right.
I'm pretty sure God's making it for him. Like, it's the only explanation I can really give you. Pretty sure it's the case. I could be wrong, though. All I have to say, though, the new Siri is something I'm looking forward to, Quasi. It's
Yeah,
so
because
good.
that's oh my
It's
goodness,
gonna be
I completely
incredible.
forgot we were talking about that. Yeah,
I can't wait because I love
Will you be
Gemini, and I can
downloading?
only imagine.
Will you be downloading
Might
the
be downloading.
developer beta for it, or are you gonna wait for like
Yeah,
the public
well,
beta?
we don't have an exact timeline when it's going to be here. We know it's going to be very soon, though. That's all we know. I might do that just for this because I super excited. Like I could say, "Hey Siri," nothing.
Yeah, that's just not
But
an
Siri
issue I
will,
have.
will will listen to me when I don't say Siri. Right? I'll say like chicken, and and there it goes.
Chicken?
Like I
I
don't
just
get
don't
it.
think it's. You might say serious, but I just don't think chicken.
I have said phrases that are not Siri even close to it, and it listens to that. I don't understand. It's okay.
Sometimes
Apple
it's,
has room for improvement. That's what I'm looking forward to. This might be the one we're looking forward to right here. I can't wait for it.
yeah,
Okay. So, Quasi, I saw this topic, and I'm conflicted about it. I wonder what you think. What your thoughts are with this. AT&T is making a toddler and kid phone and service plan along with this. Now, we know there's things like Bark and a bunch of other ones that kind of do the same kind of thing with watches and phones, but they're making their own like whole package of a service plus of watch and a phone. The phone's around $250, and Quasi is going to show you the image of this when we talk about this. And it looks like just a standard Android phone, really. And I'm not sure. My guess is it's a variant of a Samsung phone, by the A16 most likely. But it is a heavily controlled, parent-controlled device that will allow parents to control pretty much what they do in the phones with what apps they can get and screen time and who they can have for contacts and all this other great stuff, plus a watch to go along with it to track your kids and see what they do and all this other stuff, right? Now, here's the enticing part. Quasi, before you look at the actual cost of the plan, what are your guesses? What are your guesses for this plan? What it's going to cost?
Do you want the monthly or
the monthly?
Well, I already know what it's going to cost, but if I were to guess, I'd say maybe $15 a month. A regular cell phone plan. I know that's not the actual price, but that's what I would have guessed.
That's incorrect. It's going to be $3 a month. That's super cheap. I cannot believe why that's so cheap. I do not understand at all. So here's the thing about this. That really.
What?
Well,
how can you not believe it? It's not the world's greatest phone or anything.
No. That's not the price of the phone. I believe you have to pay the phone outright. I believe only option. I think it's what you have. I could be wrong.
I was so sure that you just kind of. Yeah, it's like for $2.99 a month.
Oh, so that's not the plan price.
No,
they just don't really tell you. So the plan includes the phone, the watch, and the plan for $3 a month.
No, I don't think the watch is included in the plan. Like, this is the phone and the plan for $2.99 a month.
That seems. I just don't know why it's so cheap. That is a great question.
It's a garbage phone. Like, they're not expecting you to play any high intensity games on here. This is a phone meant for kids to call their parents and feel safe and watch YouTube.
It definitely looks like that watch is included with it, Quasi.
I'm not seeing that though. Oh, this is really loud.
Anyway, as much as I give AT&T some crap, this is actually a pretty decent, and we don't have the devices to kind of tell you that this is good or not, but it's a great idea and concept. Now, the only thing I don't like about it is it's not an Apple Watch and a, iPhone, but, for those on a budget, this might be a great option. Now, my question is, are they going to be able to offer this in other devices besides what these are directly? I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I really wish they would just say more than what they did, but that's okay. So, well,
it just occurred to me that
they just don't say much
watching
at
an
all.
entire video and stuff and showing you guys stuff, and it just wasn't on the screen at all. It's really embarrassing. That's okay, though. We're just not going to talk about it.
Well, in any case, what's nice about this is you can track your kids and do a lot of great stuff with it, and that's really nice. Now, at that price point, it's pretty enticing, really. If you want to... Because here's the thing. Maybe you don't want to get them an iPhone right off the bat. Maybe you want them to, be trustworthy. If they're going to break a phone, they break this phone instead of, an iPhone. I don't know. Maybe that's just a good first device to start with. Because I'm not sure if I'll give my daughter an iPhone right off the bat. Maybe I will. I'm not quite sure yet. But for $3 a month, this is pretty enticing, I gotta say. You know, what I'll say is I'm not sure this is something that's going to be really well made. If it's going to be great service, like these are great questions. My guess is this is a Samsung A16 phone. Is that what this is? I'm not sure.
It definitely looks like it's one of the A series phones. But I can't
Yeah, what you see all like Bark has is kind of the same thing. So we'll just kind of see how this plays out and how it works. But I want people to know about this, and you can order that starting today. So this episode comes out, it'll be there ready to go too. The watch is more enticing to me than it does the phone. I think the watch gives you more like real-time information. I guess this phone does as well, but this is nice to have so you can kind of get more of a glance at things as well and not have so much screen time. So what are your thoughts, Quasi? Do you think it's kind of worth it or not really?
I mean, it could definitely be worth it. It's only $299, and
price is not bad.
You know, that's basically chump change. You know what I mean? Would I get this for my child? I don't have a child. Currently,
here's a question though: what would this cost if you just buy the phone and the watch outright monthly?
I think the watch itself is $189, and the phone itself is $209.
If you just do that, then what's the plan cost? That's the question I have.
You could probably just add it to your line, and it'll probably be like $15 a month, which is significantly more expensive.
Yeah.
Why am I saying $15 a month? Like, I know plans aren't more expensive than that.
Yeah, they don't really give that much information quite yet. That's okay. Oh, hold up. There's one more device that we can talk about that they have with this. And that is, you ready for this, Quasi? The AT&T Junior Tablet, which is a device that is Android, if you can believe it, and also has a LTE or data plan like you do with the other devices as well. So this might be enticing for some people. I'm not a huge fan of AT&T service because in our area it's kind of the sucks in a lot of ways, and they don't improve anything. So that's something I won't be getting for me at least, or my family. I had one of my iPhone 4S, and I dropped them since, basically. Alrighty, let's go on, Quasi.
Alright, so for those of you that know him, this is a really quick topic, but for those of you that know him, MrBeast, I think he's YouTube's most subscribed to channel, if I'm not mistaken. But MrBeast just bought a banking company called, hold on, let me find out what it's called Step. And, you know, he's going into the finance services. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm a little bit skeptical. You know, we've seen when creators get into sort of cryptocurrencies and I think it's just cryptocurrencies and NFTs was big at one point. It sort of creates a bubble, and then when that bubble pops, people lose a lot of money. I don't know if I'm gonna invest in this Step app from MrBeast, but maybe you do. Maybe you'll have a great return on investment. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
But Adam, will you be using this app?
Probably not. Not that I don't trust them and such like that. I want to see what others say about it first. Even then, I'm not sure if I'll get it. But
granted, Step has been around for a while. It's already kind of popular. But I just think that him buying it is going to sort of inflate it a little bit. So I don't know how much I trust it is the thing.
I am the same way. And I'm just, not for me, but if you guys can get us, let us know. We have to kind of hurry up because Quasi has a thing soon.
Yeah, I have lifts for football.
I know you can't wait for that, so that's great.
Yeah, it's the best part of my morning.
So anyway, as of today's recording, it looks like the week after this comes out, this episode, we're going to see the new iPhone 17, which is supposedly coming out the 19th of this month. And we knew this is coming. We talked about this in the podcast last year at this point. That was coming the first couple of months of this year, which has been accurate. So The 17E, which was delayed, is now coming out. Quasi, what are your thoughts?
So I have a couple of hopes with this. Like we know that it's obviously going to get the new A19 chip, um, and the new last year it had the C1 modem. I think it'll be getting the C1X. But here's the thing, Adam. Last year's model did not come with MagSafe.
I hope this comes.
It is 2026. MagSafe came out with the iPhone 12 back in 2020, right?
6 years
Five
ago.
generations of iPhones, 6 generations of iPhone. Wait, 7 generations of iPhones, and we don't have MagSafe? Unacceptable, right? So they're gonna have to get that under control. Otherwise, I won't be able to recommend it to anybody. And I want to recommend this phone to people, right? It's a great deal for a great price, and it's basically like it'll be like the iPhone Air except for thicker and slightly less powerful. So I'm looking forward to it.
I am as well. It's a great budget phone for people starting out with iPhone, for kids. You know, if you don't want the Pro series, this is still a really good phone. I don't knock it like that. I'm not going to get it myself. And it's a great option. And it's
Is it because you have a Pro?
Yeah, I can just like really only get Pros. And I say that when, you know, the fold's coming on the flip. I just, like I said, the Pro is where I'll probably stand for a while until we see some junction and some innovation in the new products to come from Apple. Like the first generation of the Fold, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll be blown away. I don't know. But that price tag is gonna kill me.
Yeah,
like
you're gonna look at it and your wallet's gonna start crying. It's gonna be
crying and shrivel up, you know. And I have a Ridge wallet, so you know what I'm saying. It's gonna cry, and that's not good for Ridge at all. So, but yes, we want to bring it up. It's coming next week, so look forward to that. Okay.
But in addition to that, there's also some other topics coming this week, or not topics.
Products.
There's also some other products coming this week.
How fast do you know this, Quasi?
You're gonna have to listen closely, right? Because you might have to slow down. Like, go to the thing, slow down the thing, put it at 0.5 speed, right? Because I'm speeding through this, okay?
Let's do it.
In addition to the iPhone 17e, we're having an iPad Air with the M4 chip, the regular iPad with either the A18 or the A19 chip, a new MacBook Pro with the M5 Pro and M5 Max chips, MacBook Air with the new M5 chip, new lower cost MacBook that will have an A18 Pro chip, a 12.9-inch display, and some new color options, a Mac Studio with the M5 Max and the M5 Ultra chips, the Studio display, which is the most expensive display I've ever seen in my entire life, aside from the Pro display, with a 27-inch screen with mini LED backlighting, 90 or 120 hertz refresh rate, HDR support, and either that A19 or the A19 Pro chip. The new Home Hub that we've been reporting on for so long, the little iPad on the
speaker,
the HomePod. And finally, Apple designed security camera should be coming out this month, or not this month, but over the first half of 2025.
And the rumored
products, 2026.
The rumored products just added to that will be the Apple TV, new one that's going to have built-in FaceTime camera and in-one chip, and Wi-Fi 7 support, and the HomePod Mini with the S9 chip and or newer. Okay. Thanks, Quasi.
Of course.
Next one. OpenAI's project with Johnny Ive is now delayed until 2027. And what is that product? Well, it looks like that, man, I can't even say what it is. That's a pocket-sized gadget that makes you wear your surroundings in life, screen-free, and apparently it's supposed to just give you some insight about certain things and just kind of, you know, break down some barriers that you might have with just busyness. Well, it's been leaked, but we're seeing that now there's issues with it, with production and then OpenAI's interface with it. So it's delayed until 2027, and we'll see whether that's going to be true or not. Okay.
So I think the big thing with it is, unlike the Humane AI pen, it's not going to be wearable because they got sued for that earlier on in the production process. So just it's still going to be sort of like the Humane AI pen, but it's supposed to be a lot better. and not
Well, and
workable.
it's like it's not shut down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Quasi.
So
Next one.
hold on. I don't want to.
It
So
is early.
if you have YouTube TV like my dad does, and you don't want to share the password with your children, luckily for your children, they can now purchase YouTube TV for significantly less. Right? There are 10 new plans across the sports, news, entertainment, and family subscriptions that are $11 to $28 below the average $82.99 per month cost for the full YouTube TV subscription. So if you ever used what's it called, Dish Network, DirecTV, I don't know what other ones there were, but if you ever use like a
Sling.
satellite network, yeah, Sling. If you ever use a satellite network, you know that they came with different plans. There were different bundles, right? You could get the all sports bundle, or maybe you get the bundle with Cartoon Network for your kids. I don't know, but they had different bundles, and different bundles cost different prices. YouTube TV is showing us similar things. If I want an all sports bundle, it's going to be about $64.99 a month. Or if you're a new subscriber, you have a 1 year discount of $10, which will get you $54.99 a month, and you'll have all the major broadcasters like ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox, in addition to sports networks like FS1, NBC Sports Network, and all the ESPN networks. And then there's a Sports Plus plan, which will have even more stuff, as you can probably guess. The entertainment plan is going to be $54.99 a month, or again, if you're a new subscriber, $44.99 a month, because you get that $10 discount. And that includes all major broadcasters and content, like I just said, the ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox. And in addition to that, you're going to get FX dramas, Hallmark movies, Comedy Central, Bravo, Paramount, Food Network, HGTV. There's probably more. I'm not entirely too sure. And then there's the news, entertainment, and family plan. That one's going to be $69.99 a month. Or again, if you're a new subscriber, $10 discount, $59.99 a month. And I know that's going to have the kids show channels like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, National Geographic, Freeform, stuff like that. So great job by Google and YouTube TV making this more accessible to people, making it so that I don't have to just purchase all of YouTube TV outright, and I can just have the channels I want. So props.
It's weird that they're mentioning Cartoon Network when like it's still a thing. That's shut
Is
down.
Cartoon Network not a thing?
If they're not shut down yet, they are shutting down, which is a terrible thing.
See, I heard that they were shutting down.
Well, it's getting put into HBO. So that content that was there's HBO, but there's not like new content with Cartoon Network. So if you go to cartoonnetwork.com, it's like it's not a thing anymore. You know, which is terrible, but that's where we're at. Okay, last one. I know we're kind of rushing this because Chrissy has to go, but the last one we had before we get to Product of the Week and App of the Week is ChatGPT is introducing ads with their free plan. Quasi cannot wait for seeing ads in ChatGPT,
Yeah,
right?
The greatest thing ever. Yeah, like
I
was so excited.
I honestly want to do this because what they're seeing overall with AI processing is AI companies are having difficulties covering costs for processing AI requests. So like the monthly fees that they charge is not enough to cover their costs. They have to do some things like this to cover the cost, or not charge like a credit-based usage, right? So it's something that I thought was going to come anyway. They talked about this in a report we talked about before, and now it's for sure going to happen. So that's what they're going to do starting today. So in any case, I want to bring it up so you guys know if you're not paying for it, you will see ads. But you know, what can you do? Maybe go into the browser and just
surprised.
You block Origin it up so you don't have the ads. I don't know. We'll see how that kind of works out. Any case.
Hey, Adam, let's speed through App of the Week really quick.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. So my app of the week this week, yes, I will go first. My app of the week this week is a little known app. You've probably never heard of it before. It's by Amazon. It's really niche, right? It's called Audible, right? Now, if you guys remember earlier this year, I had a Kindle subscription. I just canceled that because I was trying to read more. I realized I didn't have time to read. But wait a second. Amazon has another solution. I don't have the time to read, but I can still get those stories I'm trying to hear. I present to you Audible, right? I was reading Masterminds by Gordon Corman, right? I was physically reading it. And then I was like, okay, every time I pick up this book, I have to go put it down because I have some other things to do. Like I have to wash the dishes or something. Now when I'm washing the dishes, I listen to the book that I was physically reading through Audible, right? And like I really like how on the books I'm reading, there's different dictions in the voices and they have different sounds. It's just all amazing. So Audible's my app of the week. And Adam?
Well, just so you know, also with Audible, because it uses Amazon's music platform, you can actually listen to our podcast on Audible as well, just so you guys know.
I was unaware.
So, my app of the week is Kingdom Rush Frontiers TD. It is a tower defense game that I've loved for many, many years. It's super fun, super great. That's my app of the week. I don't want to get too much more into it. It's a great game.
All right, do you want to talk about your product really quick?
I absolutely can. I came across this the other day. Basis released a 163 watt retractable charger for your car. So it's a DC plug-in that has two USB-Cs up to 100 watt each, and it also has an A port on the side and another C port. So this is just a crazy, crazy product. I have their 100 watt charger in my car right now, and I love that. And this just even tops it. No, I have a 150 watt in my car. This just tops it, and it's like $50 and under. I can't believe how cheap this is.
Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy.
Old product. I don't know why everybody should own this. I think it's just a great, great product and from a great brand. That's my product of the week.
So my product of the week, me and my roommate are redoing our room. We didn't like how the lights were set up, so we went and bought some new LED lights, right? And I don't think this is the exact brand, but I just wanted to do LED lights because I think that LED lights are really cool. And if you don't have LED lights in the big 2.6, guys, get a hold of yourself, go buy some. Like, realistically, I think there are a lot better ones, too. Like, if I do...
Philips Hue? Oh, my favorite. I love Philips Hue.
Yeah, Philips Hue is...
the best.
Is amazing. Of course, I'm not going to tell you to go spend $150 on some lights. So
they have discounts and sales, just so you guys know. But I have that. Is this the Hue Gradient? Oh, yeah, I have that exactly that right there. And it is a dream. It's a dream.
Yeah, Philips Hue looks even better. But go get you some LED lights. I'm not going to specifically tell you which ones. Yes, some specific ones will be linked. But also, you don't have to buy those exact ones. You can go buy any ones. So LED lights are my product of the week.
Great. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode. We will see you next week. Stay safe and healthy, and have a great day. Yeah, day and week. Yes.
All right,
we'll see you guys later. Bye.